Hello and welcome to my channel to plan for. Today I want to show you all the Lochby products I have and tell you a little bit about how I use them. This video was actually suggested by a viewer a while ago, and I always like the idea just to show you all my Lochby products and talk a bit about how I use them. Still, I waited a few months after I got this comment to film this video because at that point in time, some of my Lochby products were still quite new to me, and I really wanted to use them for a while and then talk about it because whatever is new and shiny is fantastic, and after a while of using the things on a daily basis, you might discover, okay, well, that works out for me. This other thing bothers me a little bit. That's not so perfect. So yeah, it was really important for me to have everything used for a good amount of time, so I can give you an insight into what is good about them and what might not be so perfect. Obviously, this will be a very biased review because I am a fan of Lochby, otherwise I wouldn't have that many products by them. But I think I still have enough distance to also see if there are things that are not so perfect. Okay, that was enough of an intro. I think this will be a rather long video because I have quite a few of their products. So let's put this pile away for the moment. This pen case was my introduction to the brand Lochby. I discovered this pen case at the online stationery store called 24 Paper Shop, which is a Dutch store. And I think they had it featured under the section New Products. At that point in time, I was looking for a pen case for my fountain pens. I wanted to store them for using them at home, but also to bring them along with me when I go outdoors to journal, maybe in a cafe or in the park, or go on a hike and take a journal with me, but also obviously some pens to have something to write with. What I did like about this brand immediately was the materials they use. I like canvas and this more a little bit earthy feeling of their the colors they have, and also that they focus on quality. Usually when I buy something, I want to use it for a long time. I'm more like, when I have something I want to use it long term. And therefore this material combination was very appealing to me. And also, like, canvas is a durable material. It's not, it is not very sensitive to water or dust, things like that. So that made it also a good choice for me. As I said, I use my fountain pens at home, but also sometimes bring them along with me to a more like cleaner place or safer place, like a cafe, but also want to take them with me on a hike, and I don't know, when I'm outdoor and find a nice spot just to sit down on a rock and take out my journal and write or draw, whatever. So that's why I thought that's a good way for me to go, why I got this very first Lochby product. And I'm still very happy with it. I've been using it since then every single day. It is currently my pen case for my work fountain pen and other pens I use at work. So I have my daily fountain pen at work is my Pilot capless, and As you see, it fits right in here, and that is, I guess, the only flaw of this product, which not only I noticed, but obviously other customers and Lochby itself as well, because this is the version 1 of the pen case called Quattro in the color navy. And there is also a version 2. That's version 2. This is the colorway brown. Looks like this. And I made a detailed comparison video between version 1 and 2. So if you want to know a little bit more about the advantages of the newer version, yeah, just check out that video. But it certainly improved the design. As you see, it's taller, it fits bigger pens as well. So I have version 1 for my work pens, and as I use only one fountain pen at work and always the same one, that's perfectly fine. And these are my fountain pens I use for non-work related journaling, writing projects. I usually have 4 fountain pens inked up, which matches this new pen case perfectly. But actually you could fit in here more than 4 fountain pens. As you see, the pockets are a little bit wider, and in here you could also put another one. So these are my pen cases. Which I like both of them, but the version 2 is definitely an improvement. So Lochby also has other products to store your journaling supplies, pens, and other accessory. So this is called Venture Pouch, and this one is in the colorway navy. And I have this strap on here, but it does not come with this one. So let me put it away. So that's actually the way I received this product. I use this currently as my urban sketching pouch. So I have in here a fountain pen I use for sketching, then some travel water brushes. And on the other side, you have like this big pocket and a divider in here. And here I have my other supplies I like to take with me when I go outside and do some watercolor painting, drawing, urban sketching, whatever you want to call it. I like this one because it's the bigger version, and it fits my travel watercolored color palette. It's this one I use, like to take with me when I go outdoors. I have like a little bottle of water in here, and as you see, I mean, I could fit in here a little bit more. And what I'm planning to do is maybe make my own watercolor book like this. And I mean, I can fit this one in here, but it's a little bit tight, and I think over time I would hurt the corners, but I want to make a little smaller one. So I would have like this very compact urban sketching pouch with everything in it, a book, or like a sketchbook, and all the supplies I need. And that's why I have this strap on here, because then I can just take this bag with me and don't need anything else, go outdoors and have everything ready for my little art excursions. Later on, Lochby came out with a smaller version of the venture pouch. This is called, well, mini venture pouch, to see them in comparison. This is the bigger one, that's the smaller one. It still has on one side this elastic, so you can store your pens. And on the other side, there's a zipper where, again, the layout is very similar. You have two sides where you can store things, and then here's some little pockets. And this mini venture pouch I use for my extended everyday journaling supplies. I made a video where I talked about my spring setup for all my journaling supplies, and I tried to put everything together in a compact way so I actually use my stuff. So if you want to see a little bit more about that. But yeah, in here I have everything I might want to use, or I try to use on a daily basis for journaling. Correction tape, a pencil, colored pencil, different markers, dot marker, everything I could possibly wish for. So that's what I use this for, and by definition, as I said, it's my daily journaling supplies. I mean, I don't use it on a daily basis, because on a daily basis I only need my fountain pens. I don't use markers or other things like that daily, but I use this frequently, at least a couple times a week. So now we are getting to the notebook section. So I have 3 of them. This is my latest acquisition. Let me put them out here, I don't know. Let's see if they fit all on the screen. Maybe they do, barely. So here, this is in a B5 size. That's A5, and that's like traveler's notebook regular size. This one I got first, and well, it's the A5 size in the colorway brown. What I like about their journals is, first of all, they come with a lot of pockets. I mean, depending on what model, they have different setup with the pockets, but you have a lot of room to store things. And this one comes with 4 elastics, so you can fit up to 4 notebooks in here. Currently, I use this one for study notes. I work in IT, so I have always to keep up with new trends in AI, and I'm always trying to learn something new, and it feels like there's every week a new change. So have all my study notes in here, but previously used this one to store my sketchbook. That's why I actually have this paper tissue still in here, because I had my sketchbook in here, a bigger one obviously, that didn't fit in my venture pouch. And that's also the nice thing about these products. It's so easy to take out the notebooks, replace them with something different, and yeah, just whatever you want to use them for. It's not like this big hassle, okay, changing everything out. It's just a question of a couple seconds. So that's the Field Folio A5 colorway brown, currently used for my study notes, previously used as a sketchbook holder, I guess, yeah, and might be repurposed in the future as well. The next thing I got is this Field Folio in the colorway navy cream. At least that's what they call it at the store I ordered it, B5 size, and I use this for my work notes. So basically my work setup would be those two. And in here I have my kind of bullet journal notebook, one for daily notes. Then I also have a second one for more long-term collections. And yeah, this one is already full, but I just left it in here if I need to reference it back, if you need to reference it. Those inserts are also by Lochby, and that was another reason why I was drawn to this brand, because they make very nice inserts with Tomoe River paper, 68 GSM, and I am, as you might have seen, I am a fountain pen lover, therefore paper quality is very important for me. I mean, of course you can get inserts from different brands, and especially as they follow this A5, B5, I mean, there are many options. But I not only like their products, like their journals, but also the inserts or the notebooks. Okay, so that's what I use for work. Which means I use it almost on a daily basis, like Monday through Friday every week. And then let's move on to my last journal. This is the Voyager, that's what they call it, and it's it fits all inserts perfectly fine of the traveler's notebooks regular. And here I have an insert by Good Impression. This is that's actually by Traveler's Company, the Weeks and Memo, and the sticker release. But I also have used previously the Lochby notebooks. I just have still other ones I need to use up or want to use up. And that's my daily journal currently. This notebook is for my brain dump notes. As you see here, I wrote about all the products I have, what I like about Lochby, just to make a few notes for this video. I use this journal on a daily basis, multiple times a day usually. I really like it. I do have Traveler's or I do have other leather journals as well. I have one Louis Carmen, and I have 2 Travelers Company notebooks. Soon I will have 3. I ordered the Travelers Company pocket. And every single one of those notebooks has their advantages. But for me, on a daily basis, I really like this Lochby because it's just very durable. I can take it with me. I don't have to be worried of, like, there's a drop of water, or if it gets a bit dirty. I mean, it's a good material to clean. And I am also happy with this elastic pen loop because it's a little bit more flexible than, like, here I have my traveler's notebook, and the pen loops, I don't know, they look nice, they're made out of leather, but it's hard to make the pens fit. First it was too tight, then I made it a bit wider, now it's too loose. So elastic, it's definitely nicer for me. Also comes already with some pockets, nice to store things. I mean, if you are a fan of this size, obviously there are other options. Travelers Company or many other brands make by now notebooks in this size. But this works really well for me. And yeah, it's my daily companion. I am very satisfied with it. It's just what I need, and it just fits also my lifestyle. It's durable enough to take it with me. Also, just put it in a backpack. You don't have to, like, put it in an additional bag to protect it, so that's very nice. When I prepared for this video, I also checked out the Lochby website, which I haven't done in a very, very long time. As I said, I've never ordered from Lochby directly, so there was no reason for me to go to the website. But when I did, I discovered that they will release soon a field binder in different sizes. You have, I think they had A5, A6, and A7. That will be very tempting for me to get, because I was planning to make some kind of ring binder journal setup for my ink collection. They have many more products, but this field binder, I just discovered, and I'm very tempted not to get it. They also have something called a tool roll, which is like a roll where you can put in your pens. I'm also always thinking about, might want to get one someday. But I try to only buy things where I have a very clear idea about how I want to use them, and make them or incorporate them into my daily life in a way that they are not only used, I don't know, a few times a year. A few months ago, Lochby also came out with, it's called Field Sling. It's something similar to a messenger bag. And when I first saw this one, I thought, oh, it looks very nice. It's by Lochby. I want to get it. But then I argued with myself. I mean, I don't need it. And none of those products I need. But I couldn't find good reason to buy this field thing, to make to have it part of my daily routine, use it regularly. So it's just I could justify buying it, but yeah, maybe I will find some kind of usage sooner or later, and then I might change my mind. But the field binder, which I discovered this morning, is very, very tempting. Yeah, so that was a quick tour through all my Lochby products, and maybe a little outlook what might join this little Lochby family here in the future. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to keep it short. I mean, it's still a long video, but if you want to have a more detailed review of certain products or any questions, just leave a comment, and yeah, try to answer your questions or make additional videos if you're interested in a specific product. Then thank you very much and have a good day. Bye.